of threes is what is being used by spirit. Like it's like clusters of 3 days. If every 3 days there's a different powerful life force generating experience that is descending on the planet. Some of it is quite complicated because the layers of nuances are quite deep, and therefore, whilst we are up-leveling our human form, what I'm guided to do is to have a series that we do over the next several days, around 11 days, or 11 sessions, which will all be about emergence. So it'll be different forms of emergence. And the overarching intention is an emergence into our true self. That's where we are going with this emergence series. We began it last time, and we laid the foundation coming from the space of our joints. There's more work that will happen with the joints as we move forward, but the whole direction that we're going is in the emergence of our true self. Our true self is the harmonized presence of our being, where it is a harmony between the human form and the soul presence. And how that chooses to express itself is where the emergence energy is being applied. I'm just checking the charge for my computer because I can see it may go in a few minutes. Okay. So the last time I was there in the US, I actually left my original Apple charger at Dea's. I know Dea is here. And we said, oh, no problems. When I come in April, I'll pick it up. And of course, I haven't gone back yet. So what I have here is not the original Apple charger. So it sometimes plays up. Okay. So in the context of emergence, there was a little bit that they told that came through last time, which is that regardless of whatever is occurring on the planet, regardless of what occurs, in terms of our political scene or in terms of the environment, in terms of, other choices and decisions made by institutions or organizations or governance bodies, as each one of us steps into and reclaims our true nature and experiences the experience of emerging into our true self, then whatever else is going on around us, whatever systems, structures that are being, governed by or directed by forces outside of us, for them to stay and stick, there is going to be a requirement for a vibrational frequency match. So as we raise our own vibration, and those of us in the Beyond Meditation family, we are, holographically, we are quite expanded and connected. And we have been going through so many powerful journeys of healings, nurturing, reconnecting to our soul presence, and remaining aligned in terms of our mind brain, our heart brain, and our gut brain each time that we do it, that we create a container of vibrational frequencies that calls other vibrational frequencies that match it to come into our field. So sure enough, how things show up outside of us, the impact they have on us is actually very driven by where you are at in terms of your own vibrational frequency. And we start to become a container for other humans and other parts of the world. It's very, I was guided about the time for this session, And the time for this session is such that it's a time that actually suits many people across the planet. So it's as if we have been working together, creating healing circles, for all of this time. So every time we get together, our vibes start to percolate into all that resides within our healing circle. So that in itself up-levels the vibrational frequency. So, what I'm seeing very powerfully, what I'm seeing is an occurrence of different parts of the world returning to their innate vibration. Regardless of what the governing structures are of these different parts of the world, the space itself is rising to occupy its position in terms of its innate vibration. So more about that, what that looks like as we move forward. But certainly, America returning to its, to being a very powerful, enterprising, vibrant leader, paving the way, for our world in terms of, in a very positive, dynamic way. That's something that is going to occur regardless of what the governance structure is. We have, Britain stepping into the hub of innovation that that supports the creation and anchoring of regenerative, systemic shifts that are called for. That's going to occur as well. India returning to being this, the seed for new wisdom that then multiplies across the planet, that is starting to show up and play out. And I will at some point, when I'm guided, share what the innate vibe is of different parts of the world. So this is going to occur, it's going to begin in around the 5th of March, 2021. So there will be some readjustment and recalibration, but and not all the parts of the world will get activated at the same time. Some will be sooner than others, but from the 5th of March 2021, we will start seeing these shifts across the planet. And prior to that, what Spirit is anchoring are the 10 commandments. And the focus is very much, the spotlight is on the human form all over the world, in the context of the changes that are being brought about, invoked, activated, anchored, and amplified by Spirit. So let's begin our session today. We planted the seed for emergence at the last session, and we, lubricated the joints and, planted like an elixir of resonance in all of our joints so that an autocorrection can keep occurring at a joint level. And there becomes, we experience a friction-free movement when we choose to move forward. So we initiated that last time. Today is officially the first session in terms of our emergence into our true self. So get yourself to be comfortable. Imagine that you are seated, your back is supported. The base of your spine is connected to the core of the earth. The middle of your feet are connected to the core of the earth. Drop your hands on either side, palms facing forward. Stretch your fingers a little bit. Imagine the tips of your fingers are connected to the core of the earth. The golden cords that are connecting you to the core of the earth are made up of these 4 frequencies today. And these 4 frequencies come together to support us, to remain grounded, lay down our roots to such an extent that we can expand to the highest potential of our presence in this unified form of the human and our soul presence. And in that expansiveness, we are able to emanate who we truly are in all the actions that we undertake, consciously or unconsciously, directly or indirectly. So the 4 elements that come together, they're not all elements, but there is the precious metal gold, absolutely, that is there. We also have the presence of titanium, presence of bronze, and presence of copper. So these cords up to now have been cords that connected you to the core of the earth. And they literally cleared your field of any energies that no longer served you. They could be released into the core of the earth. Today, as we step into the realm of emergence, and this will be the case over the next 11 sessions of Beyond Meditation, these cords, they go to the core of the earth. It's as if you have, each cord has got two aspects to it. There is one that goes into the core of the earth, and there's another one that actually expands and extends way beyond the core of the earth and comes out the other side and extends as far out as your soul presence goes. So in its extension in this way, you literally are connecting to, worlds, countries, universes, galaxies, and beyond, where you might have had any experience at all, and that your soul is already lined up for you to experience in the future. Emergence calls for each one of us to become stationed in the experience of feeling whole and complete. There is a remembrance that our soul being holds of where it's come from and where it is going to go. From time to time, while we are experiencing this inner conflict between the soul presence and it feeling limited by the human form, from time to time, we forget the experience of whole and complete. The soul, by its very nature, by what it is, always is in the remembrance of the creator energy that it is. So this second aspect of these cords that are embodying these different metals, and the minerals that make up these metals, support us to extend out and remain in our center throughout, experiencing ourselves in our presence as whole and complete. So that is a soul level experience of you being whole and complete. Through the beyond meditation, what we are doing here is upping the human form, up-leveling the human form to connect to the frequency of emergence, and through that, connect to the presence of you in your true self. And that starts to reawaken at a cellular level what it feels like experiencing the experience of being whole and complete. That is the first stage of emergence. So the first 4 sessions of the 11 sessions will address different aspects of that which supports us to rise and uprise, to experience the experience of feeling whole and complete. You can now lift your hands and put them over your thighs, your palms facing upwards. In the middle of your left palm is the presence of a green emerald. In the presence of your right arm is the presence of a yellow sapphire. I didn't even know there was a yellow sapphire, but that's what I'm being shown. And I know that some of you here are very plugged into the power of the crystals. So you know you're feeling the energy of these stones. Imagine that all of us who are here, all of us are standing in a circle. And in this circle, if you can just imagine yourself, you don't have to do it and you can if you want. It's as if you're lifting your hands up on either side, your arms are stretched out, your fingers are stretched out, and those cords that are stretching out of your fingertips that go beyond this planet. You can imagine how big a circle this is. We literally are holding this beautiful planet of ours in a circle. And as we emerge into our true self, the planet embarks on its own journey of auto-repair, deep-seated healing. We've already initiated a lot of that. Now it's going to the deeper and deeper layers of its own existence. The healing of the planet, all it is it's just deepening its return to its true nature. And anything else that no longer belongs there and is not in service of the planet showing up in its true nature automatically disintegrates and departs. And it departs not as a saboteur force, it departs as a result of becoming transmutated into this illuminating beam of light. You can relax your hands, put them back on your thighs. And by expanding like this beam of light, it becomes so bright that it becomes invisible to dark forces. I mean, it is occurring as I speak it, it is occurring. And as it becomes so lit up and illuminated, being invisible to dark forces, there is a switch and a shift that takes place in the vibrational frequency of our planet, which has a direct impact on souls that choose to be birthed on this planet from this point on, including those that are in gestation right now. They literally return to their innate vibrational frequency and reconnect to the remembrance of the creator that they are. Knowing that they have a distinct role to play and they are one with all who exist on this planet and one with our creator. So the vibrational frequency of soul beings that choose to be birthed on this planet has been up-leveled just this minute. It's going to be so from now on. We are the space holders. We are the ones that are holding the container for these souls to be birthed and to emerge. And the fact that these soul beings that are in such a high vibration frequency are in our container, that automatically enables us to up-level our own vibrations to the highest vibration frequency we have been born to hold. You will feel a feeling in some part of your body because there's a remembrance that is being unlocked. I'm now going to anchor this state that each one of you is in and I am in by guiding you through the 946 breath and beyond. So breathe in to the count of 9, hold to the count of 4, breathe out to the count of 6. Breathe in 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, hold 2, 3, 4, breathe out 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Breathe in 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, hold 2, 3, 4, breathe out 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Breathe in 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, hold 2, 3, 4, breathe out 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Just imagine that each one of you is standing in your center encircled by a column of light. It's a light that is unique to each one of you. And as you're standing in the center and your field is surrounded by this column of light, all you have to do is to begin from the top of this column, and even if you cannot see the top of it, just in an imaginary way, catapult yourself up to the tip of the top of the column. And as you just slide down all the way down to the base of your column, that extends beyond the base of your feet. It goes halfway through towards the core of the earth. As you move down, circle by circle by circle, scanning happens automatically, and you actually experience a relief and release of energies, thoughts, anxieties, anguishes, overexcitement, overenthusiasm, anything that takes you out from your centeredness. All of that is simply being released into the core of the earth and beyond. And all you are to do is to just literally allow yourself to go down this column of light that is surrounding you. And as you go around this column of light in a circle, it automatically scans and releases that which no longer serves. Just notice a big release of energies that no longer serve you. Notice a big disintegration of blocks, aches, pains, discomfort, excessive judgment, dependence. All of those sort of emotions and vibes. That have been there in your field in some form, they are literally being released into the core of the earth. As this is occurring, there's a big movement of energy taking place. So if you feel like yawning, please go ahead and do that. It's a lot of movement of energy that is occurring. Just guided to ask you to support yourself in your midriff area a little bit more. Remain there in your circle, draw another circle in your midriff area, and just very slowly scan that entire circle. And it allows for anything that remains above the midriff that hasn't yet been released to be released. It also activates a remembrance of how to release that which has stopped you in your path. You're now going to start breathing in from the tip of your tailbone, and you're going to go all the way up to the top of your crown. And in this breath in, you're breathing in love, kindness, and compassion, going to the top of your crown, and you're breathing out from the top of your crown, gratitude and peace. And in doing so, you're automatically creating a movement, a torus-like movement, like that of a donut. So let's begin with that breath in. You're breathing in love, kindness, and compassion from the tip of your tailbone, rising up your spine, vertebra by vertebra, going all the way to the top of your crown, breathing out gratitude and peace, coming back in a circle and going up again, breath in, love, kindness, and compassion, all the way to the top of your crown. Breathe out gratitude and peace from the top of your crown. Just again, breathe in love, kindness, and compassion from the tip of your tailbone all the way up to the top of your crown. Breathe out from your crown gratitude and peace. Breathe in love, kindness, and compassion from the tip of your tailbone all the way to the top of your crown. And breathe out gratitude and peace. Breathe in from the tip of your tailbone, rising up vertebra by vertebra, going all the way to the top of your crown. Breathe out gratitude and peace. Two more breaths in. Breathe in love, kindness, and compassion from the tip of your tailbone, rising up to the top of your crown. Breathe out gratitude and peace. Breathe in love, kindness, and compassion to the top of your crown. Breathe out gratitude and peace. What we are doing now is allowing ourselves to just be in this space. It's as if we are in the center of the container that we have created. And it's a container that activates a remembrance of whole and completeness in our being. You are in the center of that container, and you're giving permission at a cellular level to experience the vibration of what it feels like feeling whole and complete, where there is nothing left to desire, only to experience the whole and completeness. And there is nothing left to be judgmental about, only to share this experience of experiencing whole and completeness. I'm being guided to go to the area in between the solar plexus and our sacral chakra. And really, I'm guided to each of the lymph nodes that exist on either side of our midriff. And it's as if, like an illumination light, is being lit up as I scan all the way in the front of your midriff, on either side of your navel. It's a combination of two colors. There's one color that I'm seeing very prominently, and it's a color of very subtle green and a subtle pink combined with silver. You're now experiencing an activation at a DNA level, which I had not envisioned would occur, but that is occurring right now. So some of you may be feeling a band of tingling feeling in your bicep or on your scalp. Some of you may be experiencing a sweet tasting saliva in your mouth. Some of you may even be experiencing a fragrance. Some of you may be completely tranced out. It's a very deep state of rest. It's actually a very deep state of restfulness with awareness that you are experiencing right now. It's as if you're reconnecting to so many cells in your body for the first time. I'm seeing many, many layers visible to me for the first time. Take a deep breath in, fill your heart with love, kindness, and compassion. Breathe out gratitude and peace. Allow this deep breath in to go from your nose into your third eye. And when you breathe out, imagine the breath actually coming out of your third eye. Okay. We have anchored in many of our energies. We have also brought back a connection to a number of very important understandings that will reveal themselves over the next 5 to 7 days. Repeat after me. I acknowledge myself as a human. I receive myself as a human. I accept myself as a human. I acknowledge myself as a human. I receive myself as a human. I accept myself as a human. I acknowledge myself as a human. I receive myself as a human. I accept myself as a human. I acknowledge myself as a human. I receive myself as a human. I accept myself as a human. I acknowledge myself as a human. I receive myself as a human. I accept myself as a human. Take your hands in front of your heart, rub them against each other, put them over your eyes, open your eyes in them, take them on top of your head, the back of your head, down your neck, down your shoulders, and do an energy sweep. Beyond meditation is complete. If you need to be somewhere, please go ahead and you can leave the meeting. And we always love to anchor your words, your sentences in our circle so those vibes can spread all the way across. So please go ahead and share those words. Quite deep, yes. Thanks so much. It was a deep one, really deep one. Deep meditation, steadiness, stability, sublime. Felt very chilly and rejuvenating. Presence anchored in love, at one with self, anchored in deep state of calm, peaceful gratitude, feeling great, invigorated. Thank you. Subtle pink and green are still. I feel those very deep meditation. Expanded, so honored and blessed for this work. Infinite gratitude received. Sunshine and lightness far, far away. Wholesome and calm. Namaste. Transmutating limitations. Yes. Powerful. Sliding down amethyst column of light into myself. Beautiful. Having a blissful day, everyone. Thank you all. Thank you so much. Thank you. And, see you all later on at 5:30 p.m. Pacific time as we go into the next commandment. And this is a commandment which talks about switching. These are the switching commandments. Switching from alignment to flow to coherence. This is one of the commandments. So how amazing as we emerge into our true self, and we learn how to switch from being aligned with it to actually being in flow with it to actually becoming coherent in it. So see you all later on. It is 6 a.m. for us here in, it's not 6 a.m. I think it's earlier than that. It's probably 5 a.m. I will send the invite out to everyone in India because of clock changes. It's a different time. Thank you all. Blessed to be here, Mynoo. Letting go of fear, embracing the future, profoundly connected to my source, relaxed in my presence. Huge gratitude. Thank you. Thank you. Have a beautiful day, everyone. Blessed to be here. Lightness of being. Thank you.